Welcome once more, great people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. You can see the person on your screen. You already know who he is. The DOS and the lying machines told lies, claiming that Commander Gento have been pied. Claiming that Commander Gento has been pied. Today, who is this? Is this not Commander Gento? You are going to hear him speak. But before we go further to allow him speak, I want to let you know current situation in Bakassi Peninsula. Something happened yesterday in Bakassi Peninsula. There is serious WOTO going on there. If you are not careful, that's why we continue to warn you. Know how you move in Bakassi Peninsula. It is a very serious time. The men of the Defense Forces, the Biafran Navy, they are on a very serious mission. Now, it says explosions, buys about 2 civilians and 7 operatives as the separatists bomb oil quarters in Bakassi. Explosion has buried several persons at oil firm staff quarters in a Tabong East area of Idabatu subdivision of Bakassi Peninsula. An eyewitness who said that a yet to be identified bomber suspected to be a member of the dreaded Biafra group known as Black Marine walked close to the quarters and then threw the explosive where some military personnel attached to the oil firms were holding meetings. About 7 officers, as they were holding meetings, that explosive buried about 7 officers instantly, while several others are in critical condition. As if that was not enough, the men of the Defense Forces shot sporadically at the waterfront before taking off. 2 civilians from Cameroon were killed in the blast. The incident happened around 11:45 a.m. yesterday. That is to tell you what is happening in Bakassi Peninsula. But some people, if you are telling them, understand the times are different and that men are doing wonders to ensure that the mistakes of our fathers are not repeated, some persons will take it for a joke. Whatever you like, believe. If you like, continue to listen to the criminals in the US and the Nigerian zoo media and their lies and propaganda. Nobody would hold you. But if you fall victim, it is your problem. We are bringing you credible information, first-hand credible information, so that you understand what is happening. Remember, in the just concluded election of the United States of America, the most credible news outlet were individuals who were publishing what was happening, the eyewitnesses account. The multi-million-dollar media houses were giving you fake news. This is why you must understand that people who have dedicated themselves to go down and get the real information, you must respect that, and you must understand that that is the correct information, and you must share so that everybody will get the truth and nothing but the truth. Let's listen to Commander Gento.
Mbremba Amara n'ụzọ dị anya, onye eziokwu have come once again. This is aka Gento the Yahoo, Ogbuonye Gbendola Toyota. I have come once again to highlight my people that I am still alive. For those that are talking nonsense, saying all sorts of nonsense that Gento is dead. Gento is not dead and I can never die. My life is not in the hands of my enemy. Then I want to bring to the world our greetings. According to the respect of my father, Igwe Butozo, and the second, Igwe Zuma the Rogue, with B44, Papa Owere, the father of Owere, I throw a salute for you. Keep on pushing. And also, I want to use this opportunity to bring somebody like Obuabula Butozo, Okenwa in All Stars. You are well done. Ride on, my guy, my fellow comrade. Ride on. But for the respect of my father and all the rest of the commanders in Biafra Nation, we want to bring to you our father and His Excellency, the Donald Trump. We want to appreciate to you and to congratulate you for coming back to the seat. We really appreciate. That is why I am here today, being 8th of November 2024. That's the reason why I am here today. To let the world know and to congratulate our father, being Donald Trump, the President of America. We throw a salute for you. And there's one thing we want to ask for. We want to plead on the behalf of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember the young man, he did not do what others have never done. Somebody like Sunday Igboho.
My fellow Biafrans, as we are getting ready for our freedom and for the convention that is coming in the next few weeks. Victory is for the Biafra people. This freedom and this history is made once in a century. If you are part of this Biafra freedom, you must be very proud, and your generation to come will be proud that you are part of the Biafra government that restore the hope of Africa. See you in Finland.
You have listened to Commander Gento and you've heard all he has to say or all he had to say. Forget about the English. Take the rudiments of all he has said. Go to the basics. Know the meaning of all he has said and know the importance of all he has said. And also understand that those who continue to peddle lies to you are your enemies. If someone cannot come out and tell you the truth, then I don't know what you are still doing with the person. Remember, the Prime Minister will always say, immediately after the 2nd of December declaration, the main fight for the actualization of Biafra begins. That signifies the beginning of the defense, of the ruthless defense of Biafra and a ruthless engagement with the international community on ways to recognize Biafra as an independent nation. That is what we continue, and it may take a year, 6 months, depending on how the international community responds, and depending on how firm our resolve are to chase away the illegal occupants of our territory. That is what is obtainable. But some people will come to lie to you and tell you that after 2nd of December, immediately he declares it that Biafra should come. That is not it. And he has made it clear severally. But we still see them on media spaces peddling lies, deceiving people, and saying that on the 2nd of December, Biafra will be gotten immediately. And if it does not gotten, then Simon Ekpa has failed. That is a lie from the pit of hell. People who do not understand how freedom are gotten. That is why our fathers during the old we say, passing sense is not passing sense. You must be reasonable and very reasonable enough to understand what is happening around you, so that you know how to speak. Not you just come and something is flashed towards you. You can't even reason to say, why is this thing flashed towards me, and what is the importance of this thing? But you just take it that way.
Igbos in Nigeria, 73% said sometimes or always they were treated unfairly by the government. This is last year. This is the highest rate of any ethnic group surveyed in Africa. In their view, they are sometimes or always treated unfairly by the government.
So it's the issue of injustice?
It is a deep grievance, and it's a disconnect from the Nigeria project, as was mentioned earlier. And I mentioned that number just to underscore the underlying grievance that has to be addressed. So amnesty is potentially part of a package, but the disconnect has to be addressed, and the Southeast is a core pillar of the Nigeria project. It comes back to the discussion of its importance. So all of these issues that are being discussed are inherently political. They're being seen through a political lens. For example, infrastructure development. The grievance is you have a very productive region that is exporting not just to Nigeria but internationally. You have, I think, Imo and Anambra are number 4 and number 6 for GDP in Nigeria, and that was in 2021, which was a very violent year. So even amidst the violence, three of the 5 states in Southeast are in the top 12 for GDP per capita. Yet there's no seaport. The bridges are not good. The roads are not good. So it is a development and infrastructure issue, but it's seen through a political lens as a political grievance. The same with security, which is you have significant deployment of security forces, yet the perception is the DPOs are not from Southeast. Many of the officers are not from Southeast. They are not necessarily well-versed in the local context, and so they're not performing the role of community security in a way that they or other communities would expect. So that's a security issue, yes, but it's also perceived through a political lens, and it's the same with federal appointments and involvement in governance. So these are development, these are policy, these are economic issues, but they're seen through a broader political lens that they're not being kind of fairly adjudicated. And I think that's really important to underscore. So